Hi, welcome to another video. I want to do things a little bit different this month. First, I'm going to walk you through all the books that need to be read, and then we're going to do like a number generator to figure out what books from my TBR that we're going to read for the month of August. Okay, so here is my TBR bookshelf. Now the ones at the very bottom, I have already read. So let's go through these. I'm not going to go book by book, but I will tell you which ones I'm most excited to read in the nearish future. So the ones on the very top, most of them I have a copy of it on an audio book copy, except for Empire of the Damned and like the two books right here. I just think they're really pretty in the middle. Okay, so up here, books I really want to read soon is Mirrored Heaven, Exposure, The Vampire Hunter, and Babel. Oh, and maybe Final Strife. And then over here, the second shelf down, these are books that I have from like Illuma Crate, Fairy Loot, Owl Crate, or they just are decorated edges and I want to keep them all together. With the exception, I guess, of Bloodmarked and Oathbound. Those don't have decorated edges, but I think that they're more priority reads than the ones below. So I think that's why they're up there. Okay, so from here, books that I really want to get to soon. Cursebound is actually, I'm in the middle of reading it right now. Raven, the Raven Scholar. Let's see. Shield and Sparrows. I do want to read them all. I'm just trying to like be like, okay, what are the top, I don't know, whatever. Obviously, Onyx Storm. I need to finish that. I need to finish Bloodmarked and Oathbound. The Incandescent. I will say those are the ones that are my big books that I need to finish soon. And then moving down, these books are not as much of a priority, but they're still books I'm excited to get to someday. And I can't even like tell you which ones I want to prioritize because they all are books I want to prioritize. I need to finish this series, The Lotus Empire. So Thirsty, I'll probably wait for like October. Lights Out, Caught Up are books that I'm excited to binge. My book of the month books. Silver Elite, I think I want to read sooner. I saw Olivia Reads a Latte talk about Bless Your Heart, and she said it was like pretty funny, so I want to read those. Spark of the Everflame. I even have these on audio, so I guess they go above. And then there's all of these. You at the Altar right here. I want to read that one soon. The House That Horror Built. I love Christina Henry. And then down here, oh my gosh, sorry, it's shaky. These are books that are less of a priority, but maybe the mood will strike and I will want to read them. So I really don't want to read this anymore. Light in the Flame. Shadow in the Ember, I think, is the first one. Shadow in the Ember is the first one. Light in the Flame. I got them at a resale shop and I was like, oh, maybe I'll like it. But I didn't really like the other series that this is a spinoff of. So I don't know. I tried to get rid of the Devil House. Let's see. And I just couldn't get rid of it. So I feel like I might want to read it. What else? The City of Stairs. I do really like that author. So we'll just see. I don't know. So those are the books that I still need to read. And July, Miranda, was insane and was completely out of control. I don't know what happened, but I have 11 books to add to that bookshelf. Whoops. The good news is I did read one of them and I'm in the middle of another. Maybe by the time I actually put this video out, I'll be done with it, probably. So that is good. So without further ado, let's do the number generator and figure out which books I'm reading for August. First number was 14. So let's just count to 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So the Final Strife. And then the next number was 2, which is the Empire of the Dam, but I haven't read the first one. So we're going to just go with the first one. So from the top row, we are reading the Empire of the Vampire and the Final Strife. Okay, so for this round, I'm only going to count 22 books from the Raven Scholars all the way to the end of here, the Servant Mage. I'm not counting these because these are just decoration. All right, let's go. Okay, so for the number generator, I got 5 and 20. So let's count it out. This A Song of Legend Lost, which actually sounds really, really good. This is an Illumicrate edition, and it is really pretty. It sounds amazing. And I think 20. Oh my gosh. This was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20. Oh, that's awesome because I think the second book for this has either recently come out or it's out. It will be out soon. So When Among Crows by Veronica Roth. I love her dystopian stuff. I don't know if this is dystopian, but I love most of what she writes. So I'm excited to get to this. All right, for this row, there are 36, and it is the whole thing. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. So let's see what the number generator gives us. Okay, so we got 28 and 23. Let's count them out. Three. 28, 29, 28. Okay. Okay, so Under the Oak Tree and The House That Horror Built are what we got for this. Was 23 and 28. Here we have 34. And some of them are part of a series, so if I fall on them, I'll just go to the first one like I did with our first round. All right, here is our final number generator. Let's see what we get. So we got 33 and 9. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 28, 29, 32, 33. Okay, so we have City of Stairs. The Mirror and the Mask was number 9, and City of Stairs was part of the series that landed on 33. Oh, right. So from the number generator, we picked out 8 books, and I'm not sure what's I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this because my reading has been atrocious. I have not been going through books like crazy. Um, but it's always nice to have a goal, right? We can get through some, at least that's better than nothing. And what's sad though is I didn't even count all of my TBR because I took out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books that I currently have copies from Libby. But I don't know if I'm going to get to them because I haven't been in the mood to listen to audiobooks either. I have been reading though. I've just been reading on my Kindle, which okay, so the arcs that I have to get to, one is already out. It just released in, I think it's July 29th. It released Mastery of Monsters. I'm really excited. I need to read that. I got a copy from NetGalley. I just got the copy right before it released, so I need to finish that. And then A Brew for Chaos is a fantasy murder mystery. Um, and it's the 3rd installment. I have followed this author for a while, and I'm really excited to have this arc, and that'll come out, I believe, September 2nd. So those are the 2 that I'm going to prioritize for August. The other ones that I have don't come out until October, so they can wait a little bit longer. But yeah, did you see any books that you're like, Miranda, you really need to prioritize that book? That book's amazing. Because they all feel amazing. And then the big haul that I have coming, all of those books, I really want to drop everything and read them right now. But I'm only one person, and unfortunately, I can't read as fast as I used to. Maybe I'll get back there. I don't know. But that is my TBR for August. What are you reading? Would you like to buddy read anything that is on my list? Let me know. I'm always up to buddy read. I think I would probably read at least that book. Anyways, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.